What is up, you guys? Game Nut here, and welcome back to another episode of Madden 17 Ultimate Team. This is currently episode number 20 of Madden 17 so far this year, and as I've told you guys in the past few episodes, we're going to continue to work on these defensive upgrades. Not sure if I wanted to go with the set of cornerbacks or our linebacking core, but as you've probably figured out at this point, I decided to settle on doing our cornerbacks for this episode. So as you can see, I have decided to ship out, well, I didn't really ship out anybody. I actually just shifted everybody down their position. So Ross Cockrell was our number one cornerback. He's now currently sitting at the number 3 spot. So we need a new starting cornerback number 1 and 2 on our team. So the first guy we're picking up, this is going to be cornerback number 2 joining our team. It's actually a familiar face. Janoris Jenkins has been on our team for a good amount of time so far in this year, but this new upgraded card that he has, 92 overall football outsiders, 91 speed, 92 acceleration, 91 man coverage, and 88 zone coverage. Take a look at those stats because they're not going to be the same in a couple of minutes here, but the reason why I went with this guy is because of those two chemistries you just saw, lockdown and pick specialist. Honestly, like, I truly feel like those are the two best chemistries for your cornerbacks. Like, it's just worked so well for me. So that's usually the theme that I go with when I add new corners on my team. As long as they have lockdown and pick specialist, like, there's a good chance I'm going to add them to our team. Now, the number 1 cornerback joining our team is playoff leader AJ Boye from the Houston Texans. Now, this card has been chilling in my team for a while. I just been waiting to do this episode of upgrading my cornerbacks, and he's finally being brought in. I've had him for a while, like I said, because you can't do this set anymore. 91 speed, 94 acceleration, 94 man coverage for this guy as well. And again, like I said, don't stay on those stats too long because in like just a minute here, you're going to see what I'm talking about. Now, he did have a milestone set as well. And of course I had to do this because doing so gave him that pick specialist chemistry. So there it is. The two chemistries I absolutely love currently on AJ Boye. And he also has Houston defense ×2. So he's automatically going to be affected by that. So heading back into our lineup as we plug in our 2 new cornerbacks to the team. Look at their overalls, man. They both went up 3 overalls because of these chemistries. AJ Boye was a 94. He's now a 97. And look at the stats, man. He has been upgraded in every single stat possible on the back of this card. 92 speed, 95 acceleration, 96 man coverage, and 94 zone. That's why I was saying don't look at those stats for too long because they're going to change. And Janoris Jenkins, all of his stats were upgraded as well. He was a 92 overall. He's now a 95 overall. And he is a 93 man coverage and a 90 zone coverage. So it's pretty safe to say that these new set of cornerbacks that we have are a big time help with our secondary. And honestly, if any guy people throw towards these guys, like, I'm pretty much just expecting interceptions for days from them. Now, in the next episode, like I said, we are going to work on that linebacker core. If I can get everybody for the right price, I hope that I can. Like, I just really want to bring in some new updated, upgraded players for our linebacker core. But over on the offense, in case you guys did miss the last episode, we have a bunch of new changes that we made. We've got Kirk Cousins at quarterback, Matt Forte, Alshon Jeffrey, Mike Wallace, Martellus Bennett, and Kyle Juszczyk.
We are set, ready to rock for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup, and these guys on your screen ready to rock as well. Some of the stars of today's game, and speaking of the game, let's get right to it.
So I'm going to be honest with you guys for a minute. I'm going to keep it real. We're going to talk a little bit about, the current state of head-to-head seasons. Now, don't get me wrong. I don't think there's ever going to be a point when I quit playing Madden or quit playing head-to-head seasons, no matter what happens, just because it's football, and I love playing football, and it's just like I'm never going to stop because I always want to play it. Now, talking about with head-to-head seasons, though, like, I feel like it had to have happened within this past update, but just all of a sudden with this new season we've been going into, things have just been horrible in head-to-head. Like, at least 75% of the games I get into, you've got people rage quitting. Like, I don't even play a minute of the game. People don't get the first down, like, in their first drive, and they rage quit. And then right here, like, look at this. What is this called? Like, it's doing the animation or, like, the beginning intro of the 3 best players for each person's team, and we instantly get, like, a connection to your peer has been lost. Like, it's stupid, man. It's like every game I get into is either people rage quitting within no more than a minute. You've got ridiculously laggy games, and it's just horrible, and it's not made for good gameplay. So it's like, for me, if I can't get into a good game and I'm not going to, get good gameplay, I'm not going to worry about trying to make to the playoffs, have a flawless season or anything like that.
Gotcha, bitch.
I'm just mainly going to try and focus on trying to get good gameplay and, showcase the players that I added to my team and go with that. And if I can make myself and get to the Super Bowl and to the playoffs, then obviously we'll work on that. But from now on, like, if I get good gameplay, but like with the players that I add to my team, but I still lose the game, I don't really care if I lost. Like, I'll still show it to you guys because it was good games. But like, for instance, I had a game before this, the one that we're playing in right now, where I did end up winning, but like, it was just such a bad game. Like, it was laggy, it was horrible, it was really low scoring, nothing really exciting happened. So I had to play another game, for instance, which is this one, to try and get, some better gameplay with the players that I have on my team.
Gotcha, bitch.
And hopefully you guys, are okay with that. Like I said, if we make it to the playoffs, I'll let you guys know, and we'll show that, and we'll go from there and try and make our way to the Super Bowl. But usually, like I said, in the past, I used to try and go ahead and make sure I win every single game, have a flawless season to make sure I get to the playoffs and Super Bowl. But just the way the head-to-head is right now, it's just so terrible and so messed up. I'm just going to play the games, see if I can get some good gameplay for you guys, and, obviously we'll see how things go from there. So, you see at the start of this game, we've had back-to-back interceptions. We had our safety, Clinton Dix, get the pick. It was an overthrown pass by Matt Stafford. And then Ross Cockrell, this dude, even though I bump him down in our depth chart, he's at the number 3 corner spot. He's still making plays for me, man. Like, I can't get rid of this card because of the things that he does like that. So, into the second quarter, we did get a rushing touchdown with Matt Forte. That is the first one on the day. So, we're currently up 10-0 on my opponent. And, okay, man, like, I'm not going to lie, I kind of got exposed right here, man. Like, did you see the juke he just put on me? Like, I completely whiffed the tackle right there. But besides that, our new cornerback, A.J. Boye, completely let up that touchdown because I held X to play the receiver, and he just kind of, like, closed his eyes and hoped for the best right there, and he didn't even do anything. So, confusing play right there. My opponent goes for a one-play touchdown for, like, 80 yards, and he's right back in this thing. He's only down now 7-10 in this game. Now, Alshon Jeffrey back out on our next possession right across the middle of the field. We were able to complete a pass to him. The next play, 2nd and 5, we go to our tight end, Martellus Bennett. Look at him shaking defenders off of him. I absolutely love this card on Martellus Bennett. He's such a beast, and he trucks through so many defenders. A couple of plays later on 2nd and 10, he kept leaving so many receivers wide open. We've got Mike Wallace is able to pick up another first down. And now it's time to try and ground and pound a little bit with our running back, Matt Forte. This is another card. I'm just loving using it, especially in solo challenges. I know, like, I play a lot of those, and obviously they don't really matter too much. But just using this card in those types of situations, like, I'm really starting to learn how this card works. And, like, I'm starting to like it a lot. As you can see, Matt Forte bumps out of a tackle. That's not even the right word to use. You guys see what I mean. He breaks out of some tackles, dives forward for what is now his 2nd rushing touchdown of this episode. And like I was saying with these laggy games, like, look at this. Like, I genuinely felt bad for my opponent here because he got down the field within like 40, 50 seconds right before halftime to put up a field goal to stay in this game. And because head-to-head is just so horribly laggy now, the man missed his field goal. Like, I actually kind of felt bad for him right there because he would definitely still would have been in the game and only been down by a touchdown. So to start off the third quarter, we do kick things off with the ball. You can see going right back to Steve Smith Sr. Matt Forte, I'm going to continue to try and ground and pound the ball with this guy because he's been having a pretty solid day so far. 2 rushing touchdowns for him. 2nd and 5, go back to Mike Wallace, our speedy slot receiver. Well, he's not really in the slot, but a lot of the plays that I do call, he does go in the slot. Next play, 1st and 10. You know what? I hate when people do this, but I spent like 60-something thousand coins on this dude. I'm going to give him some carries, man. Kyle Juszczyk on the fullback dive goes for 9 yards. I honestly was not expecting that much out of him. 2nd and 1, we're going to continue to ground and pound with Matt Forte. He is definitely having a pretty solid day. Like I said, I was considering passing on this play, 1st and goal, but I was like, you know what? Matt Forte has been killing it for us, and he rushes in completely untouched for his 3rd rushing touchdown of the day. That is the hat trick for him. That puts us up now 24-7 on my opponent. And as we come back out on defense, I'm waiting for my opponent to call his next play. You know, you see my whole team's just chilling out, just waiting for everything. And he ends up, I'm not really sure what he did, but he takes a delay of game penalty. Of course, I'm going to accept that because, you know, they'd accept it against me, right? So I'm going to do it, and I don't really know if that caused the rage quit or what, but all of a sudden the game gets paused and you see it pop up. The connection to your peer has been lost. And that's what I'm talking about, guys. Like, just head-to-head, you never, ever play a full game anymore. There's always people rage quitting. That's at least the case for me, man. I never play full games anymore. But like I said, next episode we are going to work on that linebacker core. I can't wait to bring in some of the new additions and for you guys to see it. I think you guys are going to like it for sure, especially if I can get the players for good prices, man. You guys are going to enjoy it. Anyways, like I said, hopefully all of you guys did enjoy this episode. I think I played like maybe 4 games and like I just couldn't play anymore. I tried to get good gameplay with our new additions, Janoris Jenkins and AJ Boye, but just I couldn't get any good games with them, man. Like you see, just there's just constantly people rage quitting. It's crazy, but we had a good game with Matt Forte. In the next episode, we're going to debut those new linebackers. I'm pretty excited about it. So once again, thank you guys all so much for watching. I will catch you all in the next episode. Take it easy, guys. Peace out.
Ooh, baby, on that track, I'm going vroom, vroom.